Welcome to another episode of Titanium Man Garage, and today I'm working on this basket case. I took it in on trade, and the guy said, "Oh, it runs good, everything's good. I just might need the master cylinder on the brake lever replaced." So he ended up dropping it off, and I wasn't here. I had a friend here taking a look at it, and I didn't know what I got when I got it. So first thing I did was ended up replacing the front handbrake slash master cylinder. Got that pumped up, and the brakes were still a little squishy. I put new front pads on, and just today I ended up replacing the foot pedal because that was seized up. And I got the rear freed up and put new pads on that, so now she's nice and stiff. Also turned out the head gasket was blown, and the guy thought it was just the thermostat, what he told me, but it turned out to be the mechanical water pump seal was leaking. So between the head gasket blowing and the mechanical water pump seal, I tore the whole motor out, rebuilt it, put it all back together. Now she runs beautifully. And I was thinking, what caused this to overheat? So originally, like I said, I thought it was mechanical water pump seal. But as I was looking further into it, I decided, well, I'm going to flush out the radiator, make sure the radiator's good, make sure the fan works. As you can see, I have the radiator removed. So the guy ended up hot wiring the fan, and now the fan doesn't work. It's fried. I'm guessing he probably burnt out the motor and the fan. And I want to show you something else too. So this radiator looks good, but I tell you what, I went to flush it out, and marble-sized black balls had come out of the radiator. And let me show you why. So if you're ever doing work on your wheeler and you notice this, what do you see? This actually got so hot it melted. So if you see this, make sure you replace that part, because the radiator cap needs to be seated tight for the proper pressure for the coolant system. If not, you'll have coolant gushing out the top of the fill port. So because I deal with so many Polarises, I do have a Polaris. The radiator was junk, but I saved the fan. The connector's good, and I did hook it up and I tested it. The guy actually snipped the wires and wired it directly to the fan. I didn't like it that way, so I wired it back to the way it was. I got my plug here. And I got my plug here. That's just a jumper wire to test the fan. So I plugged it in. Fan worked great. Still waiting on the radiator. It's been a couple days now. It's right before Thanksgiving, That's probably why. So thought I'd give you my little quick tip of the day. Do a rebuild, flush the radiator, make sure you get any black chunks out of there. Part of it was the hose too. I don't think I had the hose laying around, but when I originally first went to fill it up after I flushed it out, the hose literally expanded like that from the pressure. So the hose was soft. So this whole thing got hot and fried a lot of stuff. So watch those hoses, flush the radiator, and you should be good to go. So I'm going to get back on this. I got a couple more things that I want to do. This thing was a plow unit, which is why it's so rusty. So I'm going to clean some of that up. Other than that, she runs good. I'm not going to start it now because this radiator's not hooked up. Purrs like a kitten. And I got this bad boy all done. She looks nice. It was a rollover unit. Guy couldn't figure out why it wouldn't start. Well, the run-stop kill switch was mashed, so I replaced that. Straightened the handlebars, straightened the back rack, and now she's good to go. So, hope you liked my little video, my little quick tip of the day, and like always, till next time.